First off, congratulations on the movie.
Thank you.
Absolutely loved it. For someone that got brought up on 80s buddy action movies, this is perfect. I just spoke to David and he was saying about how that was kind of the influence on the movie. I mean, did you feel that when you read it for the first time, that it was slightly removed from Fast and Furious, but also its own beast, if you like?
When I read it for the first time, it wasn't a good read. If you must know. I got to say that these things end up becoming what they are. The first version of this that I read was not too... It was a little sort of fluffy and a little bit sort of devoid of sort of anything with teeth in it from the Shaw perspective. And every time you embark on something, you have to really give it the credence, and that needs a little bit of work. So they brought me on as a producer. Drew Pearce became my voice, and Drew Pearce is a fellow Brit. It's very hard to write, colloquial humour if you don't sort of understand the nature of, what we have to deliver in terms of, verbal insults and stuff like that. So Drew came on and he put an immense amount of integrity to the backstory with me and Brixton. Gave us a real ending there. He gave a great amount of dimension that would eventually lead to some reconciliation with my sister, and it became something much more appealing and became great. And it was just, I remember what I read first, and then what we ended up doing was like night and day.
This feels like there's been a few movies recently. I said this to David earlier, that a kind of a renaissance of these kind of more gritty, grounded action movies with Mission Impossible and John Wick, and this kind of feels like that. And obviously, David being a stuntman, and you've been very vocal about stunt teams getting recognition. I mean, was it important that this had the fantastical elements, but was also kind of grounded, and you and Dwayne, everyone could get really stuck in?
Yeah, I think you're always going to smell it. Everyone, nowadays you can hide so much in editing. You can almost have a stunt person do all your stuff. It's pretty much that way. They can paint a face on a different body. They can cheat whatever they want. If they can make, cars fly through buildings, they can, stick a face on someone. It's very, very easy to bury things into the world of CG and editing. But I think what you allow yourself to do when you put me, Idris, and Dwayne together is the fact we do come from a physical background. Dwayne does, myself, Idris has a very proficient sort of martial arts background in kickboxing and Thai boxing, Muay Thai. So we get to drill down on that, and we get to do practical sort of filming. We get to shoot in camera as much as we physically want to. And for me, that is a massively important element to what we do, is to try and capture what we do and put it on camera. We're playing these roles. We want people to believe that we are them, and we are those characters. And if you have the skill set, then you should put it on camera. But there is a world that, it's the magic of editing. The thing about people like, Bruce Lee is the pioneer for all of what we call the emotional content within action. He'll dispatch like 5 guys, and the camera will push in, and there he is right there. There's no trickery. So nowadays it's all very chopped up and cut, and you never get to feel the emotion. So some directors do and some don't, and I think your limitations of what you can do with the skill set of the actor that you're trying to make look good. So if you can do it, you can put a camera on and they can feel it almost, and as long as they know how to put it together.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey You Guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yeah.
Nice.
Hey You Guys!